Alrighty, good morning, guys. Let me turn this radio down a little bit. Um, Today is January 27th. It's a Friday. Um, Pre-market today looks a little weak. Um, Not a lot of catalyst out, not a lot of news movement. But we might see some sort of continuation on a couple of plays from yesterday. So looking at that, we'll start with MSDI. I feel like this one yesterday had a major morning spike. As you guys can see, went from low 170 to a high of 295 in about 7 minutes. Just straight push. It's a low floater, so that's what I'm looking for here. I'm looking for continuation on that from yesterday. Let me see here. I have 220, so we'll put that there. That should act as support, or that's what we want to see. We would love to see this act as support if it drops towards the market open. And again, we'll put this at 240 actually. Now 240 is the pre-market high, or 239. So break of that, we could see perhaps a push, especially if some volume comes in, perhaps a push towards 250. Break of 250, we'll see a push towards previous day high. As you guys can see, it's just a shadow on this candle, so we might have a clear way towards pre-market or yesterday's high, which was 295. Second play I'm looking at is PULM. PULM again had a major move yesterday. Went from 150 to 250, so a point. Right now, what we're looking for in this is a red to green move. So just around 220 or green, red to green move. Sorry, because it closed at 222 yesterday and closed at 222. Right now, it's around 219, 216. So if it does go over 222, then what we're looking for is a push towards pre-market high and a potential break of that. Because if it breaks pre-market high with some volume, we might see continuation of yesterday's play, and that's where I'm looking to get in around 235 for a push towards 250, break of 250, push towards previous day high. So my first target will be, if I get in around 235, is around 259. So 259, 260 would be my ideal target. So that's what we're looking for on PULM. Just gonna mark this here as well. Put it 259. So right now in pre-market, it just went green. So I like it, but we're still keeping an eye on it. See what happens. AUPH, guys, it's looking a bit weak pre-market. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna take it off my thing. Plus, it's the most I think the float. Yeah, it's about 22 million on Yahoo, but on shortsqueeze.com it's showing me a float of about 33.5 million. So I think I'm just gonna take this off just because it's looking weak pre-market, and I don't need to I don't need to bite more than I can chew, so I don't want to keep an eye on a bunch of plays, especially a play that has a higher float, and it's basically downtrending pre-market. So I don't think it'll have much movement. What we'll do is we'll leave it here, but we won't care to look at it. So our main focus is PULM, MSDI, and also watching SSH, guys. SSH is mostly of a chart play. There's no news of any sort, but I'm just kind of watching it. Plus, it's a little bit higher price. The only thing is it has a very low float of about 560,000 shares. So definitely can run if it starts. So I have my alert here for 670. I'll be looking to see if it can get up there, and then a break of yesterday's high, I'll look to get in for a push towards 7 and or so. Markets are about to open, guys. I'm gonna pull up MSDI here. So The high of pre-market now is 2. So that's what we're looking for. So pre-market high on this is 255. PULM is running. It's reaching that 235. Oh, it just broke that. So I missed the break there. So I'm just gonna take my order off. Just because I missed that break. So this is just so for PULM was a great play right off the break of the pre-market high, 235. A little quick, so I kind of missed it. Similar thing to yesterday's, but we'll definitely look for a pullback here on PULM. I feel like MSDI is not really doing much right now, and it's pulling back here a lot. So let's see what happens. I mean, even if you get a nice pullback, we can look to see for the break of 3. That's where our next target is. Push towards 3. So high of this candle is 267. Okay, so I'm looking to get 300 shares for 270 if it pulls back. I would love to see a pull towards that 240 area actually, guys, just because okay, this is looking a little weak. It's a massive pullback, so I don't know what to make of it right now. Okay, I kind of so 267. AUPH is running a little, but not really interested in it right now. MSDI. So this is the high of 254. High of 257. So I'll put my order at 259. Yeah. See, I don't like that. The candle, I was waiting for that candle to make a new high here on 258 area, 259, but it just made a lower low. So I don't like that pullback or that pullback 1 minute micro setup. So I'm just gonna see what MSDI is doing right now. MSDI is volume's kind of weak. Mios. So I'm looking to buy 300 at 256. Didn't get executed, so no worries there. I'm just gonna take my order off for now because I like getting in as it's pushing up, but then if it comes down and hits my order, for some reason I don't like that. So I'll see what happens here. I mean, it's definitely running. So I tried getting in on that push right there around 255 or 256. Didn't get the fill, and it's popping up again. So I would have loved to see this candle right here make a new high, and then I would have gotten in. I would have had more confidence going in there, but I still tried getting in at 256. It just popped up straight to 260, and so not gonna chase there. See, getting in at 256, look to sell around this area 280, right? Or look to see if it'll go towards the high of day. I mean, volume definitely came in, so that's a good thing. We'll see what happens. I want to see if it builds maybe some sort of a trend line here. So we'll take a look here, see if it builds this trend line. So what I'm gonna do is, oh, this is definitely running. I want to get in here, but SSH is running too. Just broke yesterday's, but let's see here. See, the best play was 235, push towards, so MSDI is not doing anything. AUPH, I think, is not doing anything. Nope. So SSH is the one that's running. Just kind of, there's volume coming in, but I feel about that. I'm just waiting for PULM, to see if we'll see this trend line that's building now on PULM. So that's great to see. Could look to get in for the break of 3 if it consolidates nicely here. Perhaps would love to see a little pullback towards the trend line, and if it holds, I'll definitely jump in on this, guys. I don't know what's going on with my level 2 there. Let me just refresh this. There you go. So okay, so it's below the trend line. It's selling off a little, but we'll see where it leads to. It touched the 9 EMA and then it bounced back. Not looking to jump in here. I'd love to see some consolidation around this 280 mark, and if it starts curling up, we're just looking at the level 2 there. Now 275 has a big buyer there, about 13,000. That could act as support. So we'll see if it gets taken out here. It's testing it. I'm gonna get in here. You know what? I don't like it. I canceled my order, guys. I was trying to get in on this around this 280 mark. So I don't know how I feel about it right now. Looking to get in 282. My stop would be basically below this 275. So you know what? I might go for 200 shares at 282. Okay, so I got 200 at 282. My stop is going to be 274. And I might just hit it right here if 275 doesn't hold, guys. So 275 has to hold. I have my stop at 274. It's always good to put in the stop because I feel like it's consolidating, and if 275 holds, we might see some big buyers come in here, guys. So 276 has a buyer now. So as you guys can see, I'm in 200 at 282. I'm down right now. 275 is testing again. I don't like it. Okay, 276 has 5,000, 278, 279 now. We might start seeing a move upward because 275 seems to be holding, guys. So basically what we want to see now is we want to see a quick break of 285. It needs to break 285 and push towards 290 within this candle. If not, then I'm looking to bail out, guys, because I'm not gonna hold and hope, as it's consolidating nicely. We got the 275, but we need more buyers coming in. So there's 284 hitting. Let's see if it can take out 285, guys. If it doesn't, then I'm looking to basically bail out here. 279 has 12,000 buyers now, guys. So 10,000, 279, 280. 281. So there's buyers coming in, guys. 285. There you go. Take it out. Take it out. There you go. 285 might get. Looking to see if it takes out 285 here, guys. It's definitely building higher lows here. 280 has some buyers coming in now. I have my support. I have my stop at 274. So I'm risking about 7 cents. We definitely need it's consolidating, guys, around that area. So it's gonna go either one way. It's either gonna break through, and we might hit my stop here. If 275 doesn't hold, guys, we might. I mean, 275 is holding, so it's just a matter of if buyers can come in and push this up. I mean, I'm just moving this just out of the way at this point because the trend line is not holding. Now I do have my support at 275, but it seems to be having trouble. You know what, guys? I'm gonna bail out. Yeah, I sold at because I feel like it's gonna reverse here. So I think I got out at 276. So I think it might have sold too early. It might still hold at 275. I mean, it is another $19,000 buyer, but it's also not running to the upside, right? I mean, with all these buyers stacked up on 275 and 276 and 277, it's not bringing in volume for it to run. So I just bailed out, took a $11 loss there. I mean, we'll see what happens. Like, look at that. So it just went to 270. So I'm glad I bailed out. You know, protected myself, and I mean, I did have a stop loss at 274, so I sold at 276. And glad I took a smaller position on it. I reduced my position size. I wanted to go in with 300, but only went in with 200. Now, as you guys saw, the best play was in this break of pre-market high of 235. That's where I wanted to get in. Similar to yesterday's play, I think it was FFHL, I believe it was. I can't remember. Similar to that play, guys, it's if I had my order ready right at 235 and I saw volume coming in, I would have looked to jump in right there, push towards 290. Even if I got in at 240, push towards 290. That's about 50-cent gain, guys. So that would have been an ideal play, but again, not everything works out, especially when the stock moves pretty fast, and it just jumps from basically in a minute from 230 all the way up to 260. So sometimes it could be hard to catch that. Now, as you guys see my play there, my thought process on that, it was pretty straightforward. I got in as it was holding the 275 support. It tested it twice here, so I got in on that candle at 282 because I figured if it was building this trend line here, and it holds at 275 support, if I get in at 282 and it breaks 285, we'll see a push towards high of day. If it breaks that, we look for a push towards 3. A break of 3, we get a whole dollar break, and there's basically a clear chart till 350 or 359. So that was my ideal play on that. Clearly didn't go as planned, but it's always pays to know your risk on any trade. Now, I knew that my risk was about 7-8 cents, so instead of taking a 300 share position, I reduced my position to 200, and that gave me the confidence to go in, and also knew that I was only going to lose a little bit if I was wrong. And once I realized that the stock wasn't doing within the couple minutes of when I got in, I looked to sold. Because the reason I sold is because if it doesn't break, if this candle or this candle doesn't break, that means buyers don't come in, especially after they see major support in the 275 area, and it doesn't attract new buyers. If it doesn't attract sellers or short sellers to basically cover their position, then the stock is not the bulls don't have enough strength in the stock, and it won't move it. Now right over here the stock jumped to 260 and it's coming back up, but the play was what I was looking for was here, and it didn't work out, so I got out. Other than that, guys, nothing else is moving right now that I see. Yep, HTBX. Yep, nothing else is doing what I would like to see. PULM's the only one. It was a good play we chose pre-market, and other than that, guys, thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe and leave a comment if you guys have any questions, or if you have any suggestions for me, any tips. If you've been trading for a while, or if you're a professional, leave a tip. Thank you so much. Have a great day.